Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Sunday, July 27th. Got some updated weekly bands and actually a bunch of very tradable levels that I'm going to be updating here shortly. And really light on the trading last week. In fact, I would say in general, last week was just some pretty crappy trading in overall. So really looking forward to see what this week has, this upcoming week has with price action and seeing if we can actually make some retracements down to the downside so that we can tap into some of these areas where volume is really sitting at and places where volume really needs to get balanced out. So stick around. Right after the intro, we'll go over the new bands and the new tradable levels. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, so price action. If we take a look at the NQ, obviously my midweek review came out somewhere around here on the 23rd, the evening of the 23rd. So trading started obviously on the 24th from the midweek review. And if we take a look, we can pretty much just box all of price action right here. It's tough, man. I mean, yeah, you can make some smaller, maybe one or two setups, not A plus setups, not quality setups that I would put my signal on, but definitely some setups that I updated the members in the Discord, and some setups obviously worked out. Some still haven't even been tapped into yet, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. If I take a look at the NQ, I'm going to make, we obviously have this band right here sitting in a big pocket of volume. Obviously a new big pocket of volume sitting up here where price action was pretty much just chilling out for the last 2.5 trading days. And we got a big chunk of volume down here that is, to me, the most likely place that price action wants to go this week. But again, it could just keep pumping to the upside, so we will adjust accordingly. So I'm going to make an adjustment to this band. Almost tapped into it right there to the tick. I'm going to make a slight adjustment here. And I'm going to change this band to the 23,395 down to the 23,325. All right, so this is where the new weekly band is going to be sitting. Obviously, just a boatload of traffic right in here. And as far as some new tradable levels, we've got tradable levels down here on the NQ. We've got the 23,050, we got the 22,984 that just have not gotten tapped into. But we're going to give you some new tradable levels that are going to be closer to where price action currently sits. This new tradable level, remember, these are just scalpable. They're not going to be huge reactionary moves. These are just going to be areas that you can find some trades. Why did it do that? Where's my line? I don't know where my line went. Let's see if this works. Maybe I chose, I might have chose transparent. Son of a gun. Alright, sorry about that. So let's do this one. Alright. So let's see if I can find this. It's transparent, so it's a little hard for me to find the line. That stinks. Nope, that's the property for the... Alright. Well, anyways, so we've got a tradable level at the 23,309. So that's one that you want to mark out. And then right below where price action currently sits, mark off, sorry there's no line here, but I marked it transparent and I can't seem to get it to open up. And the other tradable level right below price action is 23,424. Now again, you've got the Sunday open coming up here in about an hour and a half. This video might come out right before that, so just be very careful with these tradable levels. Obviously, we can gap up, we can gap down. You got to make sure that you're aware of where we are at the 5 p.m. Central Time open, okay? And then, so now we've got four. We've got the 23,424, we've got the 23,309, we got the 23,050, and the 22,984. These down here are just much more stronger. It's just a place where price action has hasn't really been for the last 4 or 5 days, and there is a very, very juicy amount of volume sitting right there, okay? On the ES, I don't need to make any adjustments to the weekly band, okay? Obviously, my video came out right around here, so we haven't even tapped into this first tradable level at the 63.67. We still have that with the weekly band at 63.52 down to the 63.17, where you're going to see some reaction off of price action there. And so I don't really need to make any type of adjustment right there. Point of control obviously still sits sandwiched in between these two bands. You probably would have got that from my midweek review, which I stated the same thing. So don't need to make any type of adjustments here, but there are some new tradable levels right above this guy. And this one is going to sit at 63.79. And I'm sorry, this one, 63, okay, so that was the secondary level. So again, below where price action currently sits, we've got a tradable level at 63.79, and we've got one at 63.67. We've got a very strong weekly band from the 63.52 down to the 63.17. A shit ton of volume sandwiched in between these two weekly bands, and this tradable level at 62.55. All of them to look out for on the ES. As far as trades Thursday and Friday, it was very, very quiet. I don't like it, but obviously I just have to sit here patient with price action. And again, I'm really just looking for my A+ quality setups all the time. I did call out on Thursday at 11 a.m. the setup that I was looking for to go long. Did not make this as an official signal, which I'll explain to you here why, but I was calling out an entry at 23,309. Very familiar number here, with obviously 2 Ps above, 2 take profits, and then a stop loss at 23,299. Now the reason why I stated that this wasn't an official signal, wasn't an A+ setup, I think I might have rated it maybe a B- or a C, was that we had a big pocket of volume sitting right underneath this stop loss. So my fear here was that if we came down, we could tap into our entry, but then we could sweep this volume here before going into my take profit 1 and take profit 2, which would then, you know, the risk to reward, which is not the highest thing on my list by no means, but it would have been so skewed in, you know, for poor ratios that it just wasn't super A+. But with that being said, price action ended up coming down. Missed my entry by 2 points and just shot all the way back up, probably 30-40 points. So I invalidated the setup, and it was a little unfortunate there, but we missed the entry there by a few points. And if we look back down, price action came right back down, tapped into the entry. there was a lot more drawdown than I normally see on all my signals. And I expected that. I mean, you could kind of tell that. I was worried that it might get this wick down to here where a lot of volume was currently at, but still had the muster to go up to take profit 1 and take profit 2. And that was pretty much it. I mean, it's been super. It was a very uneventful week. So not the most eventful video to share with you guys, but again, it's a simple roadmap to trading the ES, the NQ. Honestly, you could trade any market with this strategy. The levels included with volume, it's on it's basic price action. It's the basic way that the markets need to move to tap into areas where just a shit ton of orders are resting. It's pretty easy and pretty detailed once you get to it. I mean, if you ask the members of my Discord, I mean, I'll make adjustments of a tick or two on my entry on the NQ. The NQ is a freaking animal. And I'm looking for no more than a point or two of drawdown on the trades. That's how I know that I've nailed my entry and my take profits before the market has a chance to go down to my stop loss. I'm looking for that kind of level of defense there between those levels. And that's it. If you're looking to, my daughter reminded me, she's like, Dad, why don't you ask people to subscribe and like your videos? And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I really never say that. And you know what? I won't. There's a freaking logo that comes up on the video. So if you enjoy the videos, if you like any of the content that I'm providing, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. Again, if you're looking to trade this exact strategy, there's 2 videos in my description. One is mapping out your levels each and every morning, and the second one is incorporating the volume profile into those levels, and you'll have a great winning strategy on scalps and some intraday moves that are pretty damn powerful. All right, that's all I got for you. Wishing you guys an awesome trading week here, and see you guys here soon. Take care.